is how democracy is supposed to work. I'm Denise Slipy. I am running to be your next state senator for Senate District 6. I am one of you, and I will fight for you. I know what it's like to be underrepresented and underserved. A year ago, a man came up to me. I'm a little emotional about this part too. A man came up to me and he said, Denise, why aren't you running for office? I said, Rick, I'm not ready. He said, I will be your campaign manager. I will make you ready. I said, Rick, I can't. I can't put myself out there. And he said, if not you, who? And if not now, when? I said, Rick, give me one more year. Give me one more year. Folks, here I am. He can't be here. And I'm talking about everybody's favorite Congressman, Rick Nolan. I am not a politician. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I don't pretend to know everybody's situation. I only know my situation. But this is what I can promise you. I will fight that our seniors and our children are not the first cuts on the chopping block every single time that a budget needs to be balanced. I will promise you that our education system, as far as I can take it, will be fully funded. Our teachers will have the resources that they need to educate our students and our children will have a safe place to learn and be educated. And while we're at it, can we feed them? Yeah. I've learned a lot out knocking doors, and I'm usually the person up here introducing other people. And any of you that came to the caucuses over the last 4 or 5 years know that I'm usually reading things for Jen, or reading things for Amy, or being their surrogate. It is a different position to be the candidate, to be the one that is getting criticized, to be the one that is getting lied on by smear campaigns that absolutely are not true. I didn't realize just how ugly things could get. But I tell you what, I'm here. I showed up. I showed up last night when the Chamber of Commerce asked us to show up to a debate. I was there. Okay? I wasn't at a pizza party with a photo op for the gentleman who's not here tonight. Okay? I showed up for over 4 years in this community alone as a volunteer reserve officer and as a current volunteer first responder. At 2 o'clock in the morning, when you're having that anxiety attack, when you're having that heart attack, when you have been dehydrated and partied a little too much the night before from a boat party and a bonfire, I'm the one that is in my pajamas with my pack on my back, showing up at your door to keep you stabilized until an ambulance can get to you. Sometimes it's 45 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour. Rural health care needs to be on the top of the list. It shouldn't be 2 hours for somebody to go to a specialist, and especially our veterans. Yeah. So why am I here? I want this job. I want to represent you. I want you to tell me what you want done in St. Paul. I'm not running to go to St. Paul. I'm running to take you to St. Paul. Does our district really need a husband and wife team that absolutely don't show up for us now to continue? And if we're going to continue that, there's no sense in having a democracy. Right. I'm a little feisty tonight. I'm a little bit tired. We have what, five and a quarter more days, okay? I already went and voted. Folks, get out and vote. This is one of your probably, unless things change quickly, last chances to have a voice. They're taking our voting rights away. The SAVE Act. How many ladies in this room have the same last name that is on your birth certificate? Hey, congratulations, there's actually more than what I thought. Minnesota has always led the way on progressive values. We don't need to stop now. Okay? In order to progress things, we are going to have to elect our officials. We're going to have to hold them accountable. Elections do have consequences, and I promise you that Governor Walz was not at our convention 3.5 weeks ago deciding which one of us 6 people was going to wind up being the endorsed candidate. Matter of fact, a few of the elected officials were upset because it was me. Because I'm not a party person. I'm not the rubber stamp for the DFL. I'm not going to be a rubber stamp for the DFL. I am not going to go down there and say, okay, this is what my party wants. Here it is. I'm going to go down there and say, hey, my constituents up in the SD6, when I was up there holding my town hall and we talked about this bill, this is how they want it handled, and they put me here to be their voice, and that is what I'm going to do in St. Paul. So folks, I'm not going to take up much more of your time. I appreciate you allowing me to be here. Jen, thank you for practicing